late night. Well, not really late night, but you know what I mean. Y'all come on and hit the like button. You know, I'm talking about the game of life versus life. We're gonna break that down today, get into it, get some understanding, and move accordingly. Do you understand? So I'm doing my little highlighting. You know what I mean? So, yup, this is what we got. This is what we got, people. Okay, let's get into it. The game of life. Just like this behind my head right here. Them games off of, as you can see, Marvel, the Marvel Capcom game. So it's a game, right? But we play it though as it real and things of that nature. But we have to know when we are in the game of life and when we are in life. Them two, they got to be apart. They can't be a one. They got to be broke down. It's two. So let's jump right into it. So the number one thing, well, I got three things that these are the things to look for in the game of life to know that you are in the game of life, that you are playing the game of life. So you look for these three things. One, to to pursue and persuade. What I mean by that is you watching TV, you on your phone, you see ads. And these ads are people businesses put their ads out to pursue your money or your interest into buying their product. So they come up with ads, commercials. Then if they really want you one-on-one, they get agents. They have police undercover. They got, like I said, stores and all that. They pursue and persuade and have you in the game without you even knowing that you in the game. So the next number two is to observe and conquer. What I mean by that is when I'm saying these things, this is the game of life, right? So I'm telling you all these three things. This is what they putting amongst us, putting on us. This is what they doing. So these are the things you look for to know that you are in the game of life. These not the things that you do, but these are the things you look for. But you do them too as well. Use them accordingly. See, we're gonna get into that too. So number two, like I say, to observe and conquer. So observe these people we dealing with. They make surveys. They got census they do, every so many years. They do more surveys and stuff on you while you're at work and things of that nature. Just getting all in your business, testing you out. And once they test you out and know what you're doing, they got phones that ask you certain things, you answer. Or phone don't even ask you nothing, you get a phone to answer. And so they observing and taking all the info you giving them and they conquering you with everything and anything. And then on top of that, the third one is to confuse and misuse. So the number one thing in there is the financial system, language, the way we speak, the different languages everybody's speaking, they confusing and misusing and translating and interpreting it wrong and all this. Nature and in all that is life. They're confuse and misuse all that. They confuse and misuse the financial system. They misuse language. They misuse nature. They misuse life. They get all the way down to that and misuse. Confuse it and misuse. So, who is the author and the inventor of the game of life? I'm glad you asked. And the author and the inventor of that is the devil and his children, seeking to see who can he devour. He gonna try everybody and anybody. But you have to know who is children and who is the devil. And we're gonna get into that subject on a later note too. See, you can know within yourself when something going wrong or you feel something not right. And when you overdo that and go over that feeling into doing it, and you be like, oh, but that be the devil. But something it can be for the good, and you just be scared to try it because the devil been to trap you into just staying this comfortable way, and you scared to go out on the limb, not knowing all you got to do is flap your wings a couple times, and you'll fly away. And the results at the end of the game of life is pain, stress, but with money, women, houses, cars, old, and can't do nothing with nothing no more. You done did all of that, listen to the devil, made you some money, working for to keep up with the Joneses, just to keep some women, just to keep some houses. You're doing all type of scams and this and that, weakening your body because you're doing too much. You know, you're eating on the go. You're not eating right, and all these things. Now your body not up to par, and you can't do nothing with all that money that you made playing the game of life. Well, then, on the other hand, let's see what life is. And life have four things up under. Okay? Well, I'm gonna break it down. No, life have three. Life have three, same as the game of life. Right. To love and respect. And that is to build your peers up as you would build yourself up. So the same way you feel about yourself, you feeling good, you amped up. You thank God for waking you up in the morning. You thank everything all right. You lifting the brother up. So you want the way you feeling, all that joy and stuff, you want the next person to feel like that too. So you want to give them something that you got so they can have what you got. And that meaning in the mindset, right? Not on no materialistic things, but to live the spirit. So move on to the next one is to unite and learn. And that is to come together, listen to each other, understand, and learn from each other, and go about the way. It's not hard. If we come into a disagreement, we don't get mad and depart our ways. We just know that right there, it's a disagreement right there. So we'll have to work on that, or we can leave it alone. But life goes on. See, we can't stick right there and just stay mad, rah, 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 rah. And then one little thing, when you can just keep going. And so the last one is to be healthy and to be wealthy. And that is eat the right things to enjoy your wealth later on down the line in the years. And you will be able to enjoy the money, and plus you've been able to put some up for the next generation to come down behind you in the future. You get what I'm saying? And the game of life is a mockery of life. We have to know them both in order to succeed and further ourselves. We perish because the lack of knowledge. We access, we have access to everything with a single device called the phone. No excuse, people. There is no excuse to why we cannot and do not get knowledge, because everything is on this phone right here. It's in your hand, but we rather go look on TikTok and laugh. We rather go look at somebody putting a big block in a machine that gonna tear the block up. That's what we rather sit back and watch. We rather look at a whole bunch of dogs sliding on a snow sled. See what I'm talking about? See what they gotta do. We rather look at some monkeys in the zoo beating on the glass than going further than ourselves with some knowledge. So that's what we got to know, people. The game of life is a game. It's all fake. It's a fraud of the real way of life. And see, they got you looking in the game of life. Money is the God in the way of life, in the game of life. But in the real life, God is the God. You see what I'm saying? But they got you looking at another God, and they done made you make this God because of how they doing things and putting things in front of you in the game. You see, they putting cars in front of you. They putting people in front of you with money. They putting people in front of you with money. They giving other people money. They putting people in front of you that's winning money, just waking up and going to the boat. All this stuff. We got to realize that this is a game. And once you get hooked to knowing that it's a game, you can see in the game what, who, where, when, why, excuse me, all those things about the game that you playing. If you watch this video and watch this video to this point, right now, you in my game and I'm in your game. See what I'm saying? And vice versa. Until we meet in person. And then that's the real life. See, they trying to do everything. We looking at each other through a portal. You don't know that, but you looking at me through a portal right now. If you don't watch this video to this moment right here, I appreciate it. But you in the portal, I'm in the portal right now. But I'm looking at myself while I'm doing it live. But when you see it, you're gonna be looking into a portal. Cause it's gonna be like, I'm right there where you at. But I'm not. You get where I'm coming from? So we're gonna go deep into that too. Technology is not what you think it is. But that's what I wanted to tell y'all, man. Share that with y'all. The game of life versus life. It's two different things. Pay attention. Be aware. It's your boy Brian Blood. I'm out.